Hi. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome, somebody. It's a blessing to be alive. It's a blessing to be here. I know that Jehovah will turn things around for you today. Bring somebody, invite someone, tell somebody we are alive, invite somebody to join now. Tell somebody we are here. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Good evening to everyone. You're a blessing to join me. If you're alive today, give thanks to God. So invite somebody, bring somebody on board, tell somebody we are here. They should join. It's always a blessing. It's always a blessing. Thank you, Lord. Today we're talking about time. Time. I bless God for everybody. I am so grateful for each and everyone. I bless God for everybody. And I thank God for opportunity. I thank God for grace. We are blessed to be here. Time. We are going to talk about time. The Lord just told me time. I remember when one of my daughters, Gloria, asked me, Mommy, I'm doing the flyer. What am I writing? I said, right time. Then she wrote back and told me, Mommy, to communicate right, what time? What is it? I said, I didn't hear anything. The only thing I heard was time. And I can't add anything or subtract anything from it. The Lord told me time. Go talk about time. He didn't add it. I was like, Mommy, I said, just do as the Lord tells me to do. Just do it that way. Time. Time. Every minute of it is being recorded. Everything you do with your time is being recorded. Times have changed and times are changing. Jehovah will help us. Time. There are times you have the strength to insult somebody. Sometimes some people come to your page, and I remember one person on YouTube said, you were a senseless woman. And I said, wow, God bless you for that. I don't need to have the worldly sense. I am a senseless woman when it comes to the world. You can insult me all you want. But I thank God that I got people like you to say you were senseless, because the kind of things you people know, I don't know them. The kind of things I know, it is senseless to the world. It proves that whatever the Bible have said is true. That the things of God is foolishness to the world. But time will tell at the right time. Time will tell. Whatever you do today, whatever you are saying today, whatever goes around you today, time is taking notice. Time. Yeah, time. There is a time a man will be born, a time a man will die. There is a time to cry and a time to be happy. That days that I remember when David was being tormented and being afflicted by his own son and the people he trusted. His own right-hand man stood against him and joined hands together with his own black son. David said, no, I'm going back to where God called. I'm going to the mountains to speak to God. I'm going to pray to God. I'm going to have a communication with the one. You see, if a man calls you, you answer to a man. But if God is the one that called you, you don't answer to any man, you answer to God. So in your time of difficulty, who do you call? Who do you cry to? Are you seeking the face of man, getting to get the sympathy of men? You want men to understand you. They cannot understand because they were not the one, or they are not the one that called you. David said, I was in the bush when you, Jehovah, called me back home, anointed me to take over. You understand? David said, I was in the bush. Listen, anything you are doing today that you think, oh, we are on top of the world, we can do better than what you do. But listen, some of us we've been sold for God. So if we are not doing what you are doing, it doesn't mean that you are better than us. No, we are not. You are not even an inch. But we have sold it for Christ because we realize it is nothing to live for. David got to a point when he realized that the world was coming against him. He climbed the mountain. When he was climbing the mountains, he got somebody to insult him. He got somebody to afflict him. One thing I love, 2 Corinthians chapter 12, he says something. I rejoice in my affliction. I rejoice in my insult. Read 2 Corinthians chapter 12. I rejoice. He said, the Lord, that's one thing that I prayed 3 times to God to take a thorn out of my body. But Jehovah told me, my grace is sufficient. My grace is sufficient. So I rejoice in my affliction. I rejoice in my insult. I rejoice in whatever man does to bring me down. I rejoice. Do you know why? Because when I am being pressed down, that is when I'm being lifted by God. Time will tell. Time. Today you are strong enough. Today you got the money. Today you get a connection. Today you have the right to do whatever you want to do. Time will tell. Time. Time will expose some people. Time at the right time. At the right time when you are sick on that bed. At the right time when you are locked somewhere and you need God alone to help you. Time will tell you. You will go back to the days that you thought nobody was a nobody. Time. Time will be a judgment to all of us. Time. Time. Time will tell. That is why we have generations where young people don't want to go through the process of time to become better people, but they want to jump over the time to make wealth. You cannot jump over time. You cannot. You cannot be too wiser than God. You cannot. Yes, maybe you don't believe in God. There are some of you that I don't even know how old you are. Some of you, I don't know what you have gained in life. I don't know what you have that somebody doesn't have. I don't know what you have been able to do on this earth that somebody has not done. That you think there is no God. You think you have the right. You think you are better to open your mouth to insult. Open your mouth to belittle the power of God. It is okay. Time will tell. Time. Time. My beautiful girl. Time will tell. My Mr. Handsome. Time. Time. Everything works with time. Today you are fresh, but go check your grandmother. Things have changed. But in her days, she was enjoying her time. Today, it is no more her time. My dear, no matter what you do, the days are passing. What I'm scared is what you did with your time. This generation, we see young guys killing their fellow friend for money rituals. There are things happening. It's just that some of you don't hear them. There are things. Go and see young girls on the streets, my dear. Go and see young girls, 12, 13, 14, in the ghettos. They are doing drugs. Go and see 15, 16 years who have kids already, and they threw their kids away because they are too much into drugs and they don't even know who they are again. They put them in the gutters and the dustbins, and people go pick them whilst they are dead. Time. If you are privileged today, I want to speak to everybody, man of God, woman of God, media, whoever you are. Let me tell you this. Time. Go to Peace FM. Go to YouTube and get Akosia and the people that read news at 6 a.m. on TV. That needs to be live on TV, 6 a.m. Young women that are always running because they don't. If you are late, you go with time. Even with men, when you go to the office, you report the time you came and the time you're leaving. For management's sake, if you don't go to work the time that is being given, the company can suck you out of tax because they think you're not serious. If time is important to men, what about God? A man has designed in his own office or company that you cannot report the time you want. You must report the time given to the company. Ask the bankers the time they need to report. I used to pray with one of the banks in Laboni. You know what? You can't be late. Before 8, they are all there. Women, men, running helter-skelter to be there. Because a time has been given to them, and if you mess up with the time, you lose your job. Yeah. What about us Christians? Have you thought about it? What about you, man or woman, that you are slaying today? That you have got the money, you got the platform, you have the right to insult, you have the right to open your mouth, to disrespect, you have the right to mock and do everything. It is your right, it is your time. But bear in mind, every time that has been given unto you, you will be accountable to the time given to you. The time you have been given, you'll be accountable to it. So continue wasting your time, destroying people, wasting your time, destroying people. It's not for you to use your time. Use your time. Make it work because you will be accountable. You paid people to destroy people. It is being recorded. You don't know. The time you're wasting, sleeping around, wasting, destroying, resting, going to places you shouldn't go, it's being recorded. Your time. My dear, time is of essence. Time. You remember when Corona came, the president says giving 2 hours. If you go against it and you're being caught, they can persecute you. Time. You can't go to the embassy when you're being given time. And you think, oh, I don't care, I can go anytime. You know how important it is that people can even wake up as early as 12 a.m., 1 a.m., go sleep at the embassy. Some people sleep there overnight because they don't want to miss their time. What about Christ? You don't want to miss the time of your visa. But do you want to miss your time of judgment? I wonder. When you're angry, be careful what you use your time for. And when you are happy, be careful. Man of God, you have been called. Woman of God, you have been called. You have a mandate. My dear, my sister, my mother, my brother, you have a mandate given to you. Everybody has got a time marking you. You see, when a child is born, the doctors, even in your files in the hospital, the time the baby came out is being recorded. The day you will die in the hospital, the time is being recorded. Jeanette, God bless you. It's being recorded. Have you thought about it? Why would the doctors record? When the baby comes out, it's being recorded. Because the moment the baby comes out, they check the time and say, oh, what time? Then they'll record it and say the baby came 6:45. And the day you will die, they will check the time. Time of death, doctors recorded. You think it is just for the sake of recording? No, it is already ordained in heaven. It's a principle that is in heaven. And men have taken it. Time. Time. So you waste your time and pick a phone, and 31 hours, 3 hours, you can be on social media. Entertain yourself with things that will not matter. Insult, disgrace, things that doesn't connect you to God. People are happy to destroy people. Why are we wasting the time? No, you're wasting time to come to my page to insult me. It doesn't do anything to me, but I'm scared for your future because I may not see anything, but God will curse you for it. I have no power to do anything. My case, anybody that is against me, you are against God. That is me. I am not God. I am human, but I have my covenant with God. That as far as I am living, Jehovah, help me not to make them. Help me. I make my mistakes. Yes, I do. But please, it is not for you to come. Because have you checked your own? Have you worked on yourself? We all don't have time. You stand, I stand. Let's do it together. Let's build ourselves. When I fall, pick me up. When you fall, let me pick you up because we have no time to waste. We are being recorded every minute of our time. So why don't you use your time? If I am falling, pray for me. If you're falling, let me pray for you. Lift ourselves up together. But what do? People are happy to. That's why when I see people on my page, and when I go to their profile and see the kind of people they are, I keep on asking myself, your time is being wasted. I am also wasting my own. My dear, let's buckle up. We have a lot to do because when you look at some of the people that come and insult, they are nobody, they are nothing. As we are all nobody. Because, my dear, the day you will die, you will realize that we are useless. When our souls is being taken away from us, my dear, we are nobody. Let's calm down. When the day you be born, somebody will bath you, and the day you will die, somebody will bath you naked. Oh yes. Oh yes. When you're born, you're naked, you came with nothing, and you get the nurse or the doctor to bath and wash you. And the day you will die, you still get somebody to wash you off in your nakedness. Have you thought about it? What are you fighting for? So look at this boys. This boys that thought that it was their time to kill somebody to make money. Why? Who convinced them? Who told them? Did the person that talked to them, did the person check their age? Did the person check whether it is their time to get the things they are looking for? What made them convinced that it is their time to go for rituals? What is happening? Because this generation thinks that there's no time, there's no need to waste and go through the process. They think you can jump over because we are blenders. That is easy to blend your thing. We have fufu machines that you don't need to pound it to go through the process. Take away the things that are not important in it. Add water, mix it until it becomes perfect. No, we don't need it again. We want to get what we want as easy as possible. We have the rice cooker that we need to. It is easy for things to grind the way we used to grind pepper. I understand because it's a new generation. Oh, I get it. I get it. Anything you want in a computer will give it to you within a minute. Just say, whatever, Google, I'm looking for this. You get it easy. The days that people do research and they go through ICAPs, they go to library, take time to understand the research they are doing. We have computer, we have everything that you can be in your home. It is so good to get it easy. But my dear, there are some things in life that you cannot have it easy. There are some things in life, it's not like Bill Gates giving you computer, Microsoft, for you to have it easy. There's some things like that Apple, what they have created, you cannot do it like when it comes to God. When it comes to the times of God, you cannot use your computer to get it the way you want it. He got times and seasons in his hands. That is a song by somebody. He got the times and the seasons in his hands. He has got the time. So the times of men are not the times of God. Where we have things easy. Where people don't go through the process, go to school, be educated, go through it, write exams, pass, fail. When you fail, do it again, try it again. Work for what you get, work for it. 15, 16 is not the time to even thinking about cars and thinking about money now. You have parents to take, even when your parents don't have it. We need to teach them how to be content because we, the parents, some of us don't even know how to be content. So what are we teaching our children? So instead of us to let them know the importance of time, the importance of process, the importance of working and getting it. No. No. Because everything has believed, we believed that it's 21st century, so you can jump over. There's a way you can maneuver your way to get it. Maneuver your way to get whatever you want. Okay? You can maneuver. You can come and insult. You can take a phone, because now everybody has got a phone where you can stand there or put it there, insult, and you go free. Nobody will do anything. You may go free in the hands of men, but you not go free in the hands of God. God will deal with you, because it's a time that will come that what you sow or what you are sowing, you will reap it. You can't jump when it comes to God. You can't jump over God's time, God's process, whoever you are. God's process doesn't care whether you are an archbishop. Process doesn't care whether you're a president. When it comes to God's process, it's God's process. No protocol. You can't pay to get it. And when God's time comes and say, I'm taking your life from you, your money can't buy God. You can pay men, but you can't pay God. If you have forgotten, let me tell you, you can pay people to kill people. You can pay people to get what you want in life. Pay people to have luxury and all that you want. You can steal to get what you want. You can step on a brother or a sister to get your fame. It is good. But you cannot bribe God. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. I watched these boys that killed the younger brother, because he was like a brother. When the mother cooks, they eat together. He saw them as friends and brothers. He trusted them. The people we trust are the same people that will hit us on our head. This boy never thought one day that any of these boys will kill, because they were not strangers, they were friends. That is why when they call him, he will go, because they do things together. If I can eat with you and we can play game together, what is wrong if you call me? I will go, because I know you as a brother. If it was a stranger that called this boy, 10 years boy, I don't think he will run to that stranger, because he doesn't know the stranger. But the one that called this boy is his brother, a friend. The one that eats with him, the one that goes together to the mom's place, play together in a room. They were brothers. They were brothers. So the one that will kill you, and it's not somebody far, it's the one that is close to you. The one you trust, the one you bring close. We trusted people. We have been with people. We have given a heart to people. We've done a lot. But they stabbed us at the back. We never thought they could. We thought somebody from afar would come and they would defend. But they were the ones calling us to that uncompleted room, just to kill us because of what they want, because of what somebody wanted, because of the position they want. They will use you as a stepping stone to get what they want. They don't care calling you into that uncompleted room, using a stick and block to kill you. They don't care when you go through the pain. Can you just imagine what this young boy was going through? Seeing the face of the brothers he caused, seeing the face of friends, seeing the face of those that he ate food together, and seeing them lifting up a stick, killing him at that moment, and picking a stone and killing him. Can you just imagine what that boy was going through before he died? He said, no, how can a friend and a brother do this to me? I trusted you. The people you trust, they are the same people that will use the stone to kill you. What kind of times are we in now? What time are we? I trusted you, so you came to my room. I allowed you to come. I trust you, so you sit in my car. We talk because I trust you. I give you food, so when you call me to come, I don't know you planned this, but it was a planned thing. Let me tell you, everything that goes on is being planned by man. When man begins to grow wickedness and jealousy, they don't care what they do to destroy you. When a man of God that carries the Bible refuses to go through the process of time. They jump over the wall to go to the shrines, to go to the gods to get power because they cannot go through the process of God. And people are jumping over the wall of life. You are man of God, you are jumping over. Woman of God, you are jumping over. My young guy, you are in SS. What are you looking for? You are in GSS. What are you looking for? Listen, these hands are not the same. Somebody's father has money. Doesn't mean if they have money, you don't have life. As far as you have life, you may not have the money, but God is with you. It is time and it's process. Just try to endure and be content with what you have. If it's Gary, you must eat and go through the process. Learn to become a better person. Learn to grow to become a better person. But the times that we are in, we are teaching the children not to wait, go through the process. We are teaching them how to jump over the wall, jump over the wall of life to get what they want at the back of the wall. But Jehovah never planned it that way. Be inside, go through the process, and at the right time, the doors will be open for you to enter. But today, we are building jealousy, we are building envy. Wickedness is abound in the hearts of men. But listen, you can be wicked, but a time is coming. A time is coming. A time is coming. We have grown in this world where man is measured by the cars, man is measured by the dress they wear, the designer they wear, man is measured by the weavers they wear, man is measured by the kind of people they associate themselves. That is how you are measured to become a wealthy person or a respectful person or an honorable person. That is how the world has measured it. If you are living in your lane, if you are walking on the lane of God, you become a useless person to the world. They call you senseless. As somebody came to my page on YouTube and called me senseless woman, and I said, you are blessed, my dear. I thank God you are a testimony to me, because the world does not need to accept me. To the world, I am a senseless woman, but to God, He's using the foolishness of this world, the foolishness of this world. And I'm scared for that person. I'm so scared for your life, for your generation. I'm scared for the anger of God who run onto you. I am scared. I have nothing against you, my dear. I love you. I am so scared for you, because whatever you do, there's a time that judgment will fight you. And you continue asking, what did I do wrong? You forgot a time ago. You opened your mouth and you spoke, and that word is fighting against your life. Time will tell. If somebody's fighting you today, time will tell. Yeah. So these boys, after killing this young boy, they are caught. They don't know what has happened. They have finished their mistakes. But time has taken over. Now their freedom will be taken away from them. Their life will be taken away from them. If you jump over the wall of life, it will be like a rapture to you. Everything will be taken away from you. Go through the process of time. My sister, let them mock at you. My brother, let them insult you. Let them do what they want to do. Time will tell. Time will tell. I want to read something before I continue, because I'll close very early. Share for somebody to join. Somebody needs to hear this. Somebody needs to hear this. Our youth needs to be taught. I wish I can get celebrities who can join me to do this. I wish I can get some people who are ready to do this with me. Let's teach the youth our scars. Let's open our scars to them. Let them know all the designer we are wearing, all the good things you're seeing, that we have scars. We've gone through this process. We've gone through this pain. This is our story. We've gone through it. It wasn't easy to get. So if you see me being blessed today, it didn't start like this. We've gone through the struggles, and today we are here all because we didn't jump over some of the mistakes we did. We jumped and we fell and we make mistakes. But Jehovah gave us a chance to come back again. I wouldn't advise you to jump the way I jumped. Let's go through the process. Wait for your time. Go through the process of life. Get something to do. Like go to school, build yourself. Go to school, get a handwork to do. Build yourself and know that life will give you what you want according to how you do it. If you fight it right, you will get it right. If you fight it wrong, you will get it wrong. Don't follow somebody that says that 1 or 2 days they got all their wealth. Okay, you don't know how they did it. You don't know what they did to get it, and you want to follow them and be like them. Stop being like people and be yourself. Don't like anybody. My dear, your colleagues have made it. Yes, your people, men of God, some of your group, your men of God are making it. They are spreading out and all that. It is their time. What is your problem? Celebrate with them, jubilate with them, and wait for your time. Go through your process, because everybody has got their own process. We can have one process. Everybody has his own. Yes, my dear, it is time for us to tell them that we've sold the pure waters on the road, we've sold the oranges, we've cooked the rice, the beans, and all that. We still are in the process. We've not stopped, we are still doing it. So if you see me dressing good, driving the good cars, the Benz, and all that, I have worked for it. Let's teach them how we were able to get here, but let's not give them the riches whilst they don't even know where it's coming from. We are destroying this generation. Let's begin to build them. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, the verse 1. There is a time for everything and a season for every activity. There's a time for everything and a season. So it's a season to insult people. Your season to mock at people because you wear the better weavings, you wear the better dresses, you are oil, whatever. You are a billionaire. You are a woman that is making it. You have dollars and pounds and cedis in your account. So you think you are on top of the world. So you have no respect. No respect. You can walk on only old person, speak to anybody anyhow. It is good. Time will tell. Time will tell. Let's teach the young girls it's not about sleeping with anybody. Young girls, it's not about opening yourself, showing your breast. It's not about going naked on Instagram and other places. It is not about that. Hold the dignity, my dear. Hold the dignity. Don't sell your dignity because you want to drive a car, because you want to belong, because you want to also dress like the way they dress. Church, let's begin to teach them the times and the seasons of God. Let's teach them that life has got a wall. Let's not jump over the wall to get what we want. Let's go through the process of time. Because you think you have anything to do, you have the right to go to Instagram, create your own account, be on Facebook, YouTube, do what you want to do. Nobody can do anything to you. We have time. Time will tell. Time. You have the time to say what you want to say because you believe you have the right to do it. Okay. You have the time to do whatever you want. It's your choice. You have the time to say what because you are you. It's okay. But let's see. Time is not yours. It's not yours. Life, it's not yours. It's not mine. Time, it's not yours. So learn. Go through the process of time with God. Build your own. Why are you concerned about somebody's life? Build your life. You are too much of people. What are you? Somebody's asking, what am I wearing? That's not your business. Build your time. Your time is important. Let me do my own. Do your own. Because nobody has the time to waste. And every time that it's being given to you, you're accountable to it. Let's teach the youth. Let's teach the youth. We know how to criticize. We know how to point. We know how to, we know all. Some people come to a page and they're like God. They know all. They know everything. They criticize. Why are you wearing? What are you doing? My dear, you are not God. Deal with your time. Deal with yourself. Let me deal with my own. Everybody deal with your own. Because when we die, God will ask us what you did with your time, every second, every minute of it. Time. This generation, time will tell. In those days, it was difficult for somebody to open their mouth to insult an elder, even not an elder, a maid, an age maid. It was so difficult because there was time to be thought. Morality was thought. Dignity was there. But today, we say we are 21st century. Those days where it's yak. It's old days. We know better than those days. It's okay. It's okay. Time. And we'll tell. Whatever happens, whatever you are thinking now, whatever you are doing now, it is being recorded. And one day, it shall be played back to you, whether you believe judgment or not. That is not my business. Whether you believe after that, if you don't believe it, it is your business, it's not mine. But whether you like it or not, if man can record time, then know there is a God that is recording time. If in your office, time is recorded. If you go to the bank, time is recorded. And you come, those who are in abroad, you know what I mean by time. If you make a mistake with your time in abroad, you lose your job. Why would the whites think time is so essence to them? They think blacks, we don't go with our time, but the whites, they don't joke with their time. Why would a white man be careful about time? You think there is no God? Okay. And yeah, I have tried so many times to go to the JSS, go to the SS, and all that. Sometimes when you go to the schools, asking permission to come and impact, it's not easy, my dear. It's not easy. I think last 2 weeks I was at Tech. I was at Tech campus. It was huge. I went to Tech, over 1,000 students ready to hear the word of God. I didn't have any media guy to follow me to get all the videos, but I've told them to organize it. I'll bring it live on. I'll put it on Facebook for you to see the kind of the youth were there and they are yearning to listen. I told them I'll come back again because they were ready to pray, ready to listen. We were praying and the youth were ready. Mommy, we want to listen because they have messed up. So many things have gone wrong. They need somebody to talk to them. My dear, on this kind of journey and doing all this, it is so easy. If you are doing the right work for God, you don't get people to sponsor you. So we do it by grace to go there. I have tried so many times for 2 years to go to SS and all that. Some of the schools, we've written letters to them just to give for them to get approval to come. It's a problem. Some have not even responded. We've gone there several to respond. No. So this is my platform. If you give me a chance, I am coming by the grace of God. You don't even get people to support you to go to the schools because some of the schools, when you go, you can't leave the girls like that. You need to get them packed, get all that. You see, I'm not worried about time because Jehovah's own time, he will handle things. So I'm not worried. The little I can do, I am doing my part. Jehovah should give me more strength to do more. Jehovah should, when you are doing the right work, nobody support, but God is with us. So the little we can do, as I'm speaking to you, share it. Somebody to also watch it and be inspired and change for God. Because some of us don't have the sponsors others have to go to school, get this company sponsoring you, go and they will take care of the youth and all that. So for me to go and speak the mind of God, at least if we get 10 students that are ready to change for God, don't you think we'll have a better country? I have written letters to many schools just for them to give me approval to come to the schools. And after that, have a good time with the student, eat, and let's have one-on-one talk. Some of the girls want to speak to you. Some of the guys want to speak to you. I've written letters. Those who welcome me, I'll come. I was at Tech I think last week. Friday was huge. The Easter Good Friday, I was at Tech. Over 1,000 students. And their readiness to listen, their heart of prayer, it tells you that there is still time and there is still opportunity for us to be able to impact into them. I'm waiting for stars. I'm waiting for celebrities who will join hands together with their influence to join hands. Let's go to the schools. Let's speak to the youth. Let's be an example to them. Let's inspire them with a story for them to know, no. The one I'm looking up to went through their process. So if I want to be like them, I need to also go through my process. Nobody's ready to support. Nobody is ready. Nobody even care about you. They don't care. All they know is to come to your page, insult and criticize because they want to shut you up. But me, you can't shut me up because none of you called me. It is God that called me. So nobody on this earth can shut me up. You can try, but you can't shut me up. I'm very sure because you didn't know where I'm coming. You don't even know where I'm coming from. You don't know how I got here. You don't know how I got here because we don't deserve it where we are coming from. It is not a good place to be called. But he brought us. We don't qualify because you people have qualifications. We don't have it. We don't have it. So it's an honor for us to have this opportunity with God. We don't. So you cannot. You don't know what we've gone through to get here. Your insult, your whatever, conniving, coming, your envy, jealousy, it can't stop us because you never called us. The one that called me, his name is Joshua Amashia, that I am that I am. The one that picked the nobody from the gutters. He picked up from the gutters and brought us here. Who are you to stop it? Who are you? With your mouth, you can't speak it. You can't fight it. I don't have time for anybody. I have time to do the work of God. That is what I'm called for. Nothing else. Nothing else. Yes, my dear, I believe it. I believe it. Louise, I believe it. Time will tell. As I said in Ecclesiastes chapter 3, Ecclesiastes, my time is almost up. You know, there is time. I need to close exactly 8. So exactly 8, I need to go. Time is of essence. Time. You will understand when you are in the operation room and time beats, or you are going to the airport and time beats you. You understand the meaning of time. Time. My dear young boy, don't rush, okay? The things you are seeing on Facebook, Instagram, the things you see around, they are not real. Some of them are fake. They are destroying this generation with their fake life. That is destroying this generation. They're not telling us the truth. Some of them are not telling you the truth. Please don't look at them. Close your eyes, close your ears from them, and go through the time, okay? Go through the process of time. Go through the time. My dear boy, your mother may not have the money to buy the luxury, your friend, the shoes they have in school. Let me tell you this. When I was in Essence, even shoe to wear was a problem. I was wearing my friend's shoe. So none of them respected me. Yeah. Their friends that are now big girls, whatever, but they're everywhere, social media everywhere. Because when they knew you, or they knew you in school, they feed you. Because when you were in school with them, you were better. They were better than you. My friend is there. Milo is there. Milo Martin is there. Well, because they knew you were nobody, you begged to eat, you begged to wear their shoes and their dress. So even up to now, some still don't understand why God should pick you, a beggar, should pick you and become somebody. They still don't get to it because you were begging to wear, begging to eat. I understand some of you in the school that you can't get something better to wear. I know. I understand. I understand it. I understand because I know those days when I'm going to class, people will mock at me. So I beg my friends to wear their shoes. I understand. I understand where you need to wear even cardigan, sweater, cardigan, jacket on you. When it rains and you are cold, we didn't have it. We beg friends to get it. So even after that, those friends that we beg them, they still don't understand why God will bless. If God should bless somebody, it shouldn't be us because we're beggars, we're nobody, we have no value. My dear young girl, I know how it is. I know how it is to beg for Gary and Shito. I know. It got to a point I was so hungry that one student, I was in SS2, one student they brought for me to take care of her. And her Gary and the things were with me. I know it was wrong to do that, but I was so hungry. I didn't have it. And I had to eat the girl's food because I was hungry. And because I ate the girl's food, I got friends that gathered together and told that small girl that he should go and report me to the parents. But you know something? Thank God when the parents were friends to my father, the father said, this girl's father, he said, my father helped him way back. So today, if my father's daughter is eating his daughter's Gary, it's a payback time. And the man, that day I cried because my own friends that I sleep on bed with, my own colleagues in class, called the young girl and told the young girl, if she has eaten your Gary, I ate Gary. Oh, call your father to come to the school so that we can report her to the authorities that she has eaten your food. I was hungry. I didn't have the means. No, I didn't. I didn't have the means. My dear, some of us, where we are coming from, it has never been easy. I didn't have the means, the Gary in school. I didn't have it. So I had to eat somebody's own. It was wrong, but I had no choice. I had to eat it just to survive because I don't eat corn, banku. I don't eat those things. So when they go to dining hall and it's banku and those things, I got nothing to eat. So I come back to the hostel and I ate this girl's food and my own friends. I sleep on bed with them. Friends I love with. Friends I do everything with. The same people called this girl so they can report me because I've eaten Gary. Young girl, you are in school. I understand your pain. When you have families that can't take care of you, when you can have all the things that others have, I understand. It's not easy. If you're not careful, you follow the word because it got to a point that I took a decision. That was when I began to go to club with some of my friends. I began to follow them because I wanted to get the things they get because my father couldn't provide it for me. My mother didn't know what I was doing in school because I didn't want them to know. I know how it is when peer pressure is taking over. I know it. I have always been betrayed by friends, me, every time. That is why I don't trust any friend again. So my dear, if you sit somewhere you insult, you sit somewhere you fight, you don't know my story. You don't know my pain and how God has been able to make me stand to this far. You have no idea. You have no idea the gutters we have slept in. You have no idea to pick food where we don't need to pick food to eat. You have no idea. You have no idea how God was able to pick us from the dustbin and give us a place to put our head. You have no idea. I am not like you that got opportunity. I am not like you that had a platform to get better things in life. No. But I learned the hard way to be content. Even when I'm going to school and my uniform is torn, I learned how to be content because I realized the friends I was following, it was leading me to something else. So my dear young girl in SS, in JSS, I know it's not easy, but fight, okay? Fight the right way. Let them say what they want to say about you. Let them do what they want to do to you. The God that was able to pick me from the gutters, pick me from the dustbin, killed all the enemies around me, shut their mouth up, and brought me this far. He is capable of taking care of you. We have nothing to write home about. My father is not a billionaire. My mother is not. But Jehovah had a way to protect us, had a way to guide us. Don't follow them to kill people for money, my young girl. My dear young girl, don't sleep around because you need to get money to take care of the family. Don't do it. If it's pure water, sell it. If it's oranges, do it. It may not give you much ends, but a little you have, be content with it. For time will change things. Time. Don't jump over the wall of life. Don't do it. Don't jump over the wall of life to get what others are getting. My dear wife, if your husband may not have the money today, it's not easy, yes. I know. I remember when I was pregnant with my first daughter, my belly was coming out, but I didn't have dress to wear. So when I'm going to antenatal, it was hard to go out so I have to wear people's clothes. Yeah. I had to. Pregnant with my daughter, my husband couldn't get me money to buy clothes to wear. Yeah. You don't know somebody's story. Stop judging. We know what God has done and what He continues to do for us. It has not been easy. I know what pain is all about. That's I always say, my pain is never stronger than me. I am stronger than my pain. Yes, sometimes we shed tears. Sometimes we feel weak. Sometimes we relax a little. But they don't stop us. We can't be stopped. Because they pressed us down into the gutters. They stopped us so hard. They were pressing us so hard in the gutters. But Jehovah was also lifting us hard. It was hard way. Some of us, it has been a hard way. If you check my background, there's nothing good to write home about. But Jehovah knew all that, and He still gave me a chance to be with Him. So I have no time to waste on anybody that doesn't even agree or understand where I'm coming from. I don't have time for you because my time with God is much important to me to impact into people, to bring people back. Don't follow the world on the things they know. Let's follow God. Because He has been able to bring me this far. He's still with me. He can take care of you. I have no uncle. Nobody in my family can stand and say, I am giving a dime into your life. Nobody. It was hard the time my father couldn't support. It was hard for my father and my mother. I stood, went through the fire, the disgrace to get where. Nobody, no uncle, no auntie. I had uncles in abroad. Yes, I had people. None of them has contributed one city into our life. Nobody cared for us. They thought we were nobody. We were the ones that would never make anything in life. But Jehovah came through. Time. So that when I watch some women of God, men of God, people, celebrities who sit on Facebook and insult because they don't know where you are coming from. They can't understand where. You don't need to know where I am coming from. My dear, I don't care what you say because you are not part of my journey. You don't know where I was picked from and where they are taking me. I cannot be in your league. I am not in your class. You are higher than me. I respect that. I am in my lane. My lane is God's lane. He picked me. He didn't judge me. He picked me from nowhere. And I'm so grateful. Young girl, yes, we have scars. We have wounds that we can let you see. And some of them, when you see them, you will cry for us. But we are still standing because He's too faithful to fail us. The devil hit us so hard, push us so hard. The more he pushes us, the more God begins to lift us up. My dear young boy, don't follow them to get anything. Go through the process of life. Go through it. Husband, don't be frustrated. It's okay. It is well, okay? Others are making it. Others have a way to do it. Yes, let's celebrate them. God's own time will come and your own will be given unto you. Yes. Because when they check their education level, we don't qualify. We are not close to where they went to. I don't have any school to tell you where I went to. No. I have no qualification, but I have grace. I had opportunity with God to be here. You don't know our story. Young boy in Jesus in essence, please, I beg you. Eating the gari and wearing the tattered clothes is not easy. Being rejected by society is not easy. I know because I have been there and I'm still going to. Sometimes you meet women of God and you feel it. The rejection and the insult and the mockery they give to you. I had women, gospel musicians, women of God, that can conspire and speak as though the husband is like the husband. You call yourself a friend and a sister, but the same people say at your back and say things against you. I always pray and I tell God, have mercy on them, because what they hear stories, and what they hear is what they believe. Jehovah will help us. So don't kill anybody. Man of God, I know you may be struggling for ministry. It's hard. Another man of God is advising you to go and see somebody to get people to come to the church. Don't do it. Don't jump over the wall of life. Don't jump over the wall of life. God bless you. Nimako, God bless you, prophet. God bless you so much. Don't jump over the wall. I love it. 2 Corinthians chapter 12. Let me read that and I can close with you. Let me read that. Jehovah help us. Let me read from the verse. Let me read from verse 12. 2 Corinthians chapter 12, the verse 20. For I'm afraid that when I come, I may not find you as I want to be, and you may not find me as you want me to be. I fear that there may be discord, jealousy, fit of rage, selfish ambitions, slander, gossip, arrogance, and disorder. There's too much of slander, too much of it. So let me just read the 2 Corinthians chapter 12, the verse. I want to read from the verse 7. 7. Because of this superpassingly great revelation, therefore, in order to keep me from becoming conceited, I was given a thorn in my flesh, a messenger of Satan to torment me. 3 times I pleaded with the Lord to take away from me. So many people fighting. My grace is sufficient for you. My grace. He said, therefore, I will boast all the more gladly about my weakness, so that Christ's power may rest on me. That is why, for Christ's sake, I delight in weakness. I delight in insult. I delight in hardship. I delight in prosecution or persecutions. I delight in difficulties. For when I am weak, then I am strong. So when you insult me, I delight in it, because God lifts me up in all those things. So my dear, there are days things are difficult. Don't give up, for the grace of God is sufficient. 2 Corinthians chapter 12, read from the 7th. You can read the whole quotation. It's so powerful. His grace is sufficient. I want to leave here God bless you so much. My numbers are 055-236-9403. If you want to support the real woman in me, if you want to be a blessing, support the vision and the calling God has given to me for us to be able to impact into people's life, and the number is 055-236-9403. 055-236-9403. Yes, you can support. Yes, Kojo. That's my number. My number where you can support is 055-236-9403. 055-236-9403. And my name is Charlotte Ojo. So the same number you can WhatsApp me on. You can WhatsApp me on 055-236-9403. 055-236-9403. Just WhatsApp me there. 055-236-9403. Then we can talk, or you can send something to support. And the name is Charlotte Ojo. May God bless you. Go to YouTube, Reverend Dr. Charlotte Ojo, and subscribe to my page. And let's get more videos. Go to Facebook, The Real Woman in Me Official, and my other page to The Real Woman in Me. Instagram, The Real Woman in Me _. And let's do it together. If grace is given unto us tomorrow, remember, time is very important. Have a blessful evening. I love you, but Jesus loves you more. So why don't you give your heart to him? Let's do altar call. If you want to give your life to Jesus, if you have messed up, you want to go back to God, let's do it. Say, Lord Jesus, I thank you for today, for the opportunity. I have sinned, I've made mistakes, there are things I've done, they are wrong. But I've heard your word today. I plead with mercy, that you have mercy upon me. Write my name in the book of life. Forgive me of my sins, for I denounce the devil today, and I accept you as my Lord, the personal Savior. Help me, heal me, and wash me, oh God, that I will be where you will be when you come. In Jesus' name, amen. You are blessed, highly favored. Have a beautiful evening. The real woman in me, I love you. Thank you so much. I love you. Go and look for God, all right? At the right time, he will take care of you. My number, 055-236-9403.